And we start in the nation's capital, where a new witness will take the stand at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry this morning. The new witness will testify remotely but on camera. Police ballistics expert Mishack Mkhabela yesterday took to the stand, and his testimony did not only center on the murder of Vereeniging Engineer Armand Swart, but South Africa's challenge of gun violence. Let's take you back there now. Our reporter Canny Maphanga keeping an eye on this particular issue for us. And Canny, you started us out in the first hour just looking at the evidence that was led by Brigadier Mkhabela. So in this hour, you promised to take us through, exactly what they were looking at with regard to the Armand Swart murder.
Indeed. Good morning to you, Sakina, and to the viewers once again. So the two witnesses that will be joining the Madlanga Commission today, that is Captain Solomon Murisane, who's a senior forensic analyst, and then of course Captain Malden Katra, who is the senior forensic analyst there within SABC's ballistic section. Now, the last captain that I've mentioned, that is Captain Katra, he would have been the one who requested an analysis on the exhibits that they found in the vehicle of the Mercedes-Benz Viano, which is said to belong to former cop Michael Puletau, and that would have happened at the Bromley crime scene. The Bromley crime scene seems to be quite critical in this allegation that relates to the ballistics issues that happened in the Armand Swart murder. So remember, Witness A and Witness B stated that they had found exhibits in the Bromley scene, that is some firearms and of course the 15 used cartridges that they had grabbed from that particular crime scene, and they sent that for analysis to link it to the Vereeniging crime scene, which would have been where Armand Swart was actually gunned down in a hail of 23 bullets. Now, it seems there were discrepancies in the ballistics reports with regards to the 15 used cartridges, and that would have been done by the Silverton SABC base, that is the ballistics base that happened there. Now, because there were discrepancies, we heard from Witness A and Witness B that they were of the view that this was an alleged deliberate attempt to sabotage the investigations or the strength of the case before it heading to prosecutions. Because of that, they then moved the case to the labs in KZN, where they were able to draw a positive analysis regarding those 15 used cartridges. Now, Brigadier Mkhabela was probed on this particular issue regarding the discrepancies that were found at that initial report. Now, he's stating that he didn't know anything about the transfer, and that had he known about it, he would have been given an opportunity to launch the non-conformist process that they have within ballistics that would have found the, the issues or the complaints, or resolved the complaint with respect to the ballistics reports that Witness A and Witness B are alleging as a deliberate attempt to sabotage the investigation. He's stating, or rather reducing, the discrepancies with regards to the 15 used cartridges, which I think would have linked former cop Michael Puletau quite significantly to the offense. He reduces it to mere typos. He then compares it to the finding that of the bullet that was removed in the autopsy, stating that if someone wanted to sabotage the investigation, they would not have made a positive link that would have placed the firearm at the scene of the crime. That is, because of the bullet being removed from the body itself and then being positively linked to the firearm, then that was actually a bigger discovery, he states. He says he's not undermining the issue with the 15 used cartridges, but argues that the finding that was in the report is much greater and could bolster that case much stronger. So we'll hear from these two captains regarding what could have gone wrong and what was the intention behind that issue. Maybe it was just a simple error, or maybe it was something more sinister, as Witness A and B have alleged. We'll find out more in the next hour as we continue to discuss the ballistics evidence that will dominate today's proceedings. Over to you in studio.
Indeed, Canny, and of course also the evidence leader Matthew Chaskelson asking about the period that it took from when that bullet was removed during autopsy for Armand Swart, and where it was for a number of months before it made its way to that lab. So Canny will tell us more about all of that in the next hour.